Incredible Tuesday evening, everyone. Hello, how art thou? I know technically right now I am talking to no one. I am talking to those right now who are watching the playback of this broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. And how are you guys doing? Um, let's go on here while I'm waiting for you guys to get on. Let's go on over to here and let's change the privacy so that I can see your comments over on StreamYard. And let's change it on the other one. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I didn't mean to do it on that one anyway. So let's delete on Facebook, remove. Okay, so remove. All right, there we go. And then let me go back in and share. All right, so share, write a post. Um, Sir, I'm live. I said I'm live. You asked and I answered. Um, Live with the Professor PM edition. Select all. Copy, post, share to a group, and paste in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you guys can do the rest for sharing. Alrighty. Hello, hello, Incredible Tuesday evening. Told you I was back, but I had to have a conference call with that Cricut user who wanted to talk about how I'm going to demolish her on Friday. If you guys don't know, it is round 2 of Battle of the Blades, Cameo versus Cricut. The Professor versus Gucci Crafts. We're gonna have our own craft versus, and I'm ready to, as they would say, mollywop that Cricut. It's about to be on and popping on Friday. Okay? So if you are a Cricut user, look, okay, you can be Team Cricut on Friday. But today we're Team everybody, okay? Everybody that does sublimation, paper crafting, vinyl, silhouette, Cricut, Photoshop. I mean, hey, we're some of everybody right now. But y'all can, we can divide the lines. We can do that on Friday when we do Battle of the Blades. It is a part of Gucci Crafts Friday Night Live session. So we will be live. Normally she does her live at 7:30, but I think we're gonna do it at 6:30 because I'm on the East Coast. And look here. Don't let the young face fool you, honey. I'm tired. I may not go to bed. I might have to lay down in my bed, but at a certain point, I need to be in my bed. Like tonight, we're on at like 9. It's 9, 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna give y'all a good hour because come 11, honey, I'm going to ready to go lay down. So, we're starting at like 6:30 her time. She said 6:30. Yeah, because that would be 9:30 my time. Yeah. So my lips are so dry, and I don't know why they're dry like that. But yeah. But you guys asked and I answered. Someone said this morning, do you ever do live Q&As in the evening? Why? Yes, I do. We'll do one tonight. So I am on to answer any questions that you guys may have. Let me introduce myself. I am Shakia, the professor of Silhouettes Anonymous, which is my platform where I teach you guys how to design and use Silhouette Studio and the Cameo machines. I am the GOAT at it. We are also the owners of the Honestly Speaking product line, where we sell sublimation paper that is absolutely amazing. It's that change the game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. When I do shirts, I don't lint brush. I don't use butcher paper on top or on the inside. And we get absolutely amazing prints. No butcher paper. I'm using plain paper setting and 365 30 seconds. And you can use the original Easy Press. I've done prints and I used it set at 350 and just have to do it for like 62, 67 seconds. A little bit longer than 30, but it still works beautifully. So check out our website, shop.hsink365.com or just hsink365.com. They both will get you there. All right. And yeah, so I have 3 YouTube channels, Silhouettes Anonymous, Honestly Speaking, as well as 365 Creative Academy. And that's the one where technically it's Tuesday, so I should have been on that channel talking about business, but we didn't do it. But on Thursday, I'm going to do some business chats. Some of them will be like essentials that we use for our business. And there's another one. So come back on Thursdays. That's during the daytime. But I do live videos over on that channel as well. Click the link that says helpful links and you'll see all the links to all 3 of the YouTube channels. Make sure that you guys subscribe on all 3 YouTube channels. All right. So, like I said, we'll be on for about a good hour or so. Or depending on how you guys come with the questions. If the questions slow down too much, I'm not going to beg you tonight to ask some questions. That is on you guys. I do offer classes right now, all of my classes on the shop site. So you have to do it through the shop site. All classes, because it is 222. Goodness, Jesus, Shakia. I did it last time. Some of you guys missed that sale, but it has come back around again, where you guys can go onto our shop site, not the Academy site. But you click right here where it says 365 CA, so Creative Academy classes and playbacks. And all of the classes that are here are available on are eligible for the discount. There we go. So all you have to do at checkout, so the regular price at checkout, enter the code 22222. So 22222. And you will get $22.22 off of each class. So some of them are around like $20-some, so you can darn near get it for like 30, 33. So you can get them classes really, really, really inexpensive. All right. So check that out. It's until 11:59 p.m. Let me put that across the bottom. All classes are $22.22 off with the code 22222 on shop.hsink365.com. Scroll across the bottom, add banner, and there is our little ticker. All right. So let's see. I saw some questions. Hello. If you are a first timer here, you've never seen any of my content, and someone shared this out to a group that you're in, it's like, hey, what the heck that girl is that's on the screen? Or maybe you have finally caught me live. Go ahead, drop the wire emoji, drop me a line. Let me know that you are a first timer and where you are watching from. To everyone else, incredible evening and welcome back. All right. So, what kind of crafts will you be doing just in case we want to follow along? Well, we have our own, I mean, it's not gonna, I doubt you're gonna like follow along. It's not a teaching one like that. We're gonna have everything already set up. We're doing a print and cut, we're doing a print and cut to sticker paper. We're doing a cut on cardstock, and we're doing like a really big vinyl cut. So that's what we're doing. Like, we're just testing speed, accuracy, and things like that. So it's not really a follow along. It's just to come hang out, watch and listen to us talk junk, and watch me demolish that Cricut. I mean, duh. Just like we did last time. Incredible evening. She says, oh no, not the shakedown. Yes. I'm excited. Just got my fade bar tonight. It was already in the cart, LOL, and I think 2 classes. I'm going to look back again. Yay. All right. Is the ET8550 a good printer when converted to or DTF? So I am. Why is it when I come on here, like, I think I'm allergic to my office or something, get all kind of choked up? So I'm not a big, like, I'm not gonna say that I'm a fan of DTF, but I'm not your guru when it comes to DTF as far as, really telling you the nitty gritties. How long does it last? Will it clog up and all those different things? So that part, I cannot answer that for you. As far as sublimation, any Epson printer can be used for sublimation. Now, with the 8550, you have to, with any of the eco tanks, except for the 16600 or 16650, when you're converting those, you have to also accept the fact that your colors are going to be slightly off, because all the eco tanks use dye-based ink, and sublimation is pigmented. It's closer to pigment ink. So is it a decent one as far as will it work for it? Yes. I'm not a big advocate for eco tanks. I prefer workforces. I prefer cartridges all day, every day. Even if you have to change out chips, I'm more of a cartridge gal than an ET. But yes, they can work for sublimation. Can you explain how to remove inside of a black and white PNG outline and silhouette? Okay, so there is a video for that. If you wanted to go a little bit slower and go into more detail, there is a video for that. I'm trying to see, what do I have over here? It's no different whether it's black or white. If it's something that is colored, you're going to do the exact same steps to remove the inner parts of it. So I just so happen to have my barber's QR code up here. So I will trace that out. Just give me a moment. I have to close out all this other stuff so that Silhouette Studio doesn't shut down on us. Okay, there we go. So let's go over here. So let's say I wanted to trace this. Well, I mean, okay, wait. Actually, if you're doing a black and white PNG, you don't even have to remove anything. So, like, I just thought about that. You're tracing this, you want to get it all traced out and have the middle part. So for something that is black and white, you're just going to do a regular trace. You're not going to do a trace and detach for this. Let me just get rid of my face because it looks weird with that going across the bottom. Oh, wait, I just realized that that's wrong. Hold on. Edit. I'm missing the dot. There we go. And just because it's scrolling across, if you're watching the playback, this only applies to February 22nd, 2022, up until 11:59 p.m. this is when this is valid. So if you're watching this in the very, very far future, way ahead in the future, far future, that code will not work for you. It's only valid for today, which is 2 Tuesdays, 2/22/22. Only day that it's valid, okay? I'm going to move it for a second. So we're going to go select trace area. We're going to put our box around this, and it's going to pick up on it. And you're just going to do a regular trace. Move this out of the way and fill that in with black. So for something that's black and white, it's going to be best to just do a regular trace. That's it. Now removing the inner parts for whites, that's something totally different. If I did miss your question last night, maybe I did. So post it again. I'm definitely not going to remember what it was from last night. So definitely go ahead and post that question again. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I had to correct something on my phone. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to know when I print from Silhouette with a custom size, like 11 by 17, 13 by 19, the print is cut off. I have to cancel print and resize it. Okay. So when it's actually printing, it's cut off, or are you using 4.4 and when you're looking at the print preview screen, it's cut off? So is it you're actually sending it to print and it's cutting off, or just your print preview screen? I definitely don't remember seeing that question yesterday, though. Ignore the print preview screen. That print preview screen is based off of the last thing that you sent to print. So just hit the blue print button. It's going to bring up your preferences. That is where you set your page size and all that. And then you hit print from there and it will print correctly. Ignore the print preview screen. Silhouette's print preview is foolish. I believe you can turn it off with like the latest version of it, but just simply ignore it. They got me looking so crazy. Lord, they got me looking crazy. Look how Facebook did me. Got me looking crazy. Can you print larger than 8.5 by 11 Silhouette? Yes, Silhouette will allow you to design and print as big as you want. I have designed for banners in Silhouette Studio and then saved it to send it off to a printer. I have printed up to 13 inches wide. I designed to be able to send prints from, well, I just have to save them. Technically, I can send it to print on the roll-in if I'm just doing a regular print. But you can print as big, or you can design and send it to print as big as your printer will allow. Hey, Gucci, you see this guy? Oh, I know I'm going to win on Friday. There's no question about it. Why is it when I have the mat in the background while designing, I can have the paper there too? Wait. Why is it when I have the mat in the background while designing, I can have the paper there too? How's yours in some? I'm not sure if I understand your question. You're wanting to have both the mat. I'm not sure if I understand your question. Sorry. I'm going to go over here, but I'll just show how you set it up. So when you go to your design page, if I'm doing sublimation, I don't have to have my machine on because I'm not using a machine at all. So everything is set to none. That way I can make like this. I had to do 18.5 so that I can design the print to cut on my Roland EcoSolvent printer. So if I'm not actually utilizing the silhouette machine, I normally just have machine to none. That way it doesn't limit the size that I can do. The minute I go on here and I choose a machine, let's say Cameo, watch my box. It's going to get shorter. Well, it actually turned my mat. So let's do like this and see it got shorter. Well, it turned the whole thing. So if I want to go wider than that, so if I go 13, see, that's going to jump back to 12. I can't go over what the capabilities of that particular machine is. And if I have it set to 12 by 24, if I go to a 12 by 12 mat, it's going to shrink down. It won't let me do anything over 12 inches. So it's like a fail safe. If I go to the 12 by 24 inch mat, then I can go up to 24 inches. If I go mat none, I cannot go wider than 12, but I can go longer than 24. If I go none, I can make it, whatever size. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean as far as the design page and the mat. It's either none or turning your cutting mat on or off. Yes. So if you have a cutting mat on, your cutting mat is going to be gray so that it shows you where your cutting mat is. And then my design page is white. So unless if you're referring to why is mine white, I don't ever turn my transparency down, or in some of them it says reveal. So if you take this down, then you're only looking at just the mat. And that way you won't really know where anything is. So I don't like grid lines. So I always have my transparency all the way up. Where do you apply the code once you get to checkout? If you're doing it on your phone, click where it says order summary, and it'll give you a drop down, and then you're going to put your code in there. But on the computer, when you go to checkout, you should see it underneath everything, like under your order summary is where you'll put the code in. Okay, that answered your question. The reveal. Okay. So I'm going to go to checkout, and all right, so continue. So right here is where you would put it at. If you're on your phone, you have to click where it says view order summary to get the drop down to see where you put it at. And it's from the shop site. Are you thinking about offering more paper options such as cardstock? What brand do you currently recommend for Glossy? So we were in the works, some things happened. We do want to offer those. It's just trying to operate like outside. It's a blessing in disguise because we decided not to kind of move into a retail space to be able to save on overhead for right now. So it's something that I definitely want to be able to do. What I use is Koala. So I do have a code. So let me go get that for you guys. Well, I have a link. Uh Wait a minute. Where is my link for? Interesting. Where is my? I could have sworn I created my link for it. But I use Kwame. You can get it from Amazon, but I do have a link directly to their site. But where is it? Let's exit out. That's kind of weird. My Koala link is not coming up. But yeah, I'll find it and I'll post it on my link tree. But I use Koala. Nope, there's no word on that. I did not see that and continue to place order. What should I do now? Why do you guys, if it's a code, why do you guys go in and place the order without it? I don't see an order from you. Are you on the correct site? You're probably on the Academy site. It says it's on shop because I'm looking at it. I could have corrected it, but I don't see an order. So that means you're probably on the Academy site. The Academy site is just where the classes are hosted. Anytime I give you a discount, it's always going to be through the shop site, not the Academy site. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think any of these are yours because looking at your name, I don't think any of these are yours. And well, this person used the code, so I'm not sure. You must have used the Academy site. But you don't go to the Academy site. Everything is always, that's why I put on there through shop. You just go to where it says Academy classes and everything is there. Yeah, I don't see her on here. Okay, yeah, you're on the Academy site. I have to go because they have changed on that. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll go find it and I will give you a discount code for the main site for a future purchase for the difference in it for that $22. Because now with the way it's set up, it used to be through Stripe and I could easily go in there and issue like partial refunds. The way that it is on there now, it's a little bit harder to do. So I'll go on there, verify it, and then I'll just send you a credit for the main site. All right. So questions have slowed down. You guys, y'all asked me for an evening one. And this is gonna be the first and last time. I said I'm not gonna questions slow down. We'll just end it. Y'all asked me for an evening one. So here is your evening live. We've been on for 30 minutes. So if no new questions are posted, by the time we hit, mine is just hitting 30. So by the time we hit 31, 32, somewhere in there, no new questions are asked. We'll go ahead and end the live. Okay, perfect. I will send that. I won't send it to you. I'll look at the account and have um, even send you the discount code. If you are new here, you are able to ask me questions about sublimation, paper crafting, um, business, silhouette, even Cricut, Photoshop. Like, this is an open Q&A that I do. I do have paid classes, but I love to teach. This is my passion. This is technically my job. So if you have questions, now is the time to ask those. Just in case you never know if you're going to be able to attend one of my live classes, like in-person classes. Oh, also, all of my classes are you're getting the playbacks of them. They were all shot in front of a live Zoom audience, so it's kind of like still being in the live session. As long as they ask questions, it's probably questions that can help you as well. But all of mine are live class playback, so it's not like I sat here and I pre-recorded it and it's just you're just watching that. They're all live class playbacks. I don't remember. I think I do. I'm not sure. But unless you have been traveling with your Cameo and it's been going bumpity bumpity bump bump bump, you're not going to need to calibrate. It's probably something else that is going on when it comes to print and cuts if you're not getting accurate print and cuts. But calibration, I guarantee you, it's not the issue unless like you've really gone and bumped it and like knocked it out of whack. But that's not the case for most people. It's normally some sort of user error in how you are setting it up. Do I choose the CA class to sign up? To sign up for what? I downloaded the basic silhouette software, but which software should I upgrade to business? So business has everything. It is the highest version of it. If you're like, depends, I don't know what you're kind of using it for. If you're just wanting to open up SVGs because you're coming from Cricut, you can use just Designer. But business has all of the features. You can save in different file formats. You can open up SVGs, and there's like other little features here and there between the different programs. The fade bars are on our website. So go to Essentials and it's there, or just go to search and type in fade and they will come up. When doing print and cut, does the printer have to have a little square in the left corner to read it? Yes. So when you're doing print and cuts, let's go over here. I'm going to take this down to 8.5 by 11. And we're going to come to, so under the first one, I'm going to take this banner off just so it's not a distraction. So here, you're going to go to the third icon. And when you turn on this, they have to be there. If you were designing for let's say, sublimation and your machine is set to none, when you come over here, you're going to get an error that says registration marks are not available when machine is set to none. You have to go back over to the main page and set your machine to an actual machine. Cameo, Portrait, Curio, whoever. So you're going to set it there and you're going to go back. My recommendations, I know it's kind of small. I cannot zoom in. So I always just kind of walk you through it. For thickness, I don't even see the purpose of it being low. I always max out my thickness. For me, for the most part, I leave my length maxed out. The lowest I personally go is 0.625. The lowest that I recommend that you go if you need more space is 0.5. Some people will take it all the way back and make that really small. When you make it that small, you are going to affect how accurate your print and cut is. So I don't recommend going below 0.5, but I personally don't go below 0.625. And I don't really have issues with having accurate cuts when it comes to my print and cuts. And when you print it out, you must see all 3 registration marks clearly. If for some reason when you print it out, you only get a line, or let's say this one is the bottom of it is much thinner than the rest, it's not going to read properly and your cuts are going to be off. All 3 marks must print fully, in order for it to read it. When I go to file, save, can't save to PNG, it says, in order to save as a PNG, you must have Business Edition activated. Saving as a PNG, a JPEG, an SVG, or a PDF is a Business Edition feature. If yours does not say Business Edition at the top, or like if you're a Mac user in the center, it's not activated. If you have paid for it, you're going to have to go back into help and reactivate that Business Edition. I do offer a beginner silhouette class. It is called So it all depends. Okay. So I don't call it really, I think it is probably called beginners, but I don't really call mine like a beginners because it's not about like really designing in silhouette. My beginners for that one is my bachelor's program, and I do it that way, but that is closed. I will have a learn silhouette in 30 days during March. All the live classes will be done at 11 a.m. Pretty much every day. Well, on Sunday, it's a little bit different as far as time, but I'm going to be doing, it's quicker videos, and it's Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. I'm going through identifying the icons. We're going to go through some tech stuff, some basic tracing, some basic designing. So you'll get kind of a comprehensive look at silhouette in 30 days. But as far as my essentials, that is one where I call it your ultimate video reference guide. I literally go through every single icon and like major icon, like the essentials, and let you know where it's low so you can identify where it is. What is it that it does? Like at its core, what it does. We go through tracing. We go through text to path. We go through showing you replicate. So it is your reference guide. There's notes to it. I have a note guide there. You print that out. You take notes as you're watching it to know where things are. It's not necessarily going through a project saying, okay, we're going to type out text and do this. It's not like that. It is a reference guide for you to understand where the tools are. Then I'll do other stuff. So out of the box, I did a little bit of print and cut in that one, and understanding your machine, and my bachelor's program, and like different ones will kind of help you understand how to use it. The tracing masterclass is great for learning tracing. There's a basic one, an intermediate trace, and then there's an advanced trace of the sneakers. And you go to shop to be able to get that on sale right now. What are fade bars? So I create, you can't fade things off in Silhouette Studio. You can't really create transparent areas, like, well, not straight transparent, like shadows and things in Silhouette. So I created what I call fade bars to help with creating that look in Silhouette. So let's say, let me see, file open. Let's see, what file can I open that is going to have fade bars used in it? Trying to see which one to open. Which one to open? Which one to open? Which one to open? Open, open, open. Which one to open? Which one to open? Which one to open? Open, open, open. Nickelodeon. Well, dang. Hold on. Okay. Zani Mani makes this weird noise when he's having seizures. I thought he was having one, so I had to run out. But he's just hiding under the covers. Dang it. Well, I feel like I'm looking forever and ever for something with fade bars on it. It's so crazy. He's good. Oh my gosh. Have way too many files. Okay, I know. I just feel like I'm overlooking a bunch of stuff. I feel like I'm looking past. All right, let's look at that one. I think this one has it. If you have a question, you can ask questions here. So if you have a question about one of, okay, nope, that's not. I think that is, okay, no, ungroup. Okay, nope, not that one. That is all already layered. File open. Why is it that like I need a file and I feel like I can't find one that I've used? Like I'm trying to find like a really good one that I've used the fade bar on. Oh, I hope Trina, hopefully you don't mind. I'm gonna show grandma's. Like I always like showing. I always like that one. It's a memorial design that I did for one of my girls for her granny, and that one has some really good. Like it shows you like fading it off when you can't really fade off. But why I can't find it? Dang it. Because I don't think I use any fade bars in this design. That's the tumbler. That's the vest. I don't think I used any fades in this one. All right. Let's go here. I don't think I use any fades in this one. So I don't have a dedicated class for it. I've shown it in tons and tons of videos. I have a dedicated class in my program. I will have a session on it in the 30-day Learn Slow in 30 days, but I don't have like a class where I just do edit points. All right, so I don't think I used a fade on any of these. Yeah, I don't think I did, but like there is a little piece right here. So you can't create shadows like that. So you see it without it. I'm going to put that back. You're going to see how that kind of changed the look of that to create separation. There is one right here. So I'll use it for that to kind of create shadowing because you can't do that in Silhouette. All right. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to take, let's see, let's take yeah. All right. I'm just going to do it like this. Let's go, and I'm going to go like that. And let's just bring in a fade, merge, and fade. First one that pops up, I'm going to put that one in. Or even if I do a white, let's just do white fade. All right, so let's say I wanted this to look like the bottom of her is fading off. So I'm going to make that white. I'm going to send it to the back. So you see how she's just there. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to shrink it down. So it's just masking. Ooh, I need to change the color of that. It's just masking it off. There we go. Now it's super bright. I'm like, I can see that. So I'll use it for things like that. I've used it for graduation stoles to create a faded look. So I'm going to try and find one of my stoles. So let's go STOLE. Whose stole can I show? Let's do. Do I have any fades in Kiani's? I don't think so. I know I have fades in Sequans. So all the classes you're gonna, if you've never signed up for the academy, you're going to get an email that will it's still gonna say Silhoueholics Anonymous Academy. For some reason it hasn't switched over yet to 365 Creative. So it's going to say Silhoueholics Anonymous Academy. It's going to give you an express link to be able to click on that and set up your password. But on our website, I can't click on it because it's going to show my back end. But the quickest way to get to it is either to find the email. If you've already done classes, here where it says 365 Academy, log in. If you click on that, it'll take you to the Academy site where you log into there, and that is where all of your, like, you'll see all the stuff on your dashboard. All right, so on this one, let's rotate this bad boy. So I don't remember. Okay, no, that one's actually faded from Photoshop. Okay. So perfect. Here is this one does have it. All right. So like at the bottom here, right? He has a very, well, he doesn't have a sharp cutoff, but this bottom part right here is a fade because I wanted it to come up a little bit more to blend that off so that this looks like a smooth fade up. Like I don't want a harsh line. I would, put that there, and then I stretch it up, I crop it down. So I end up having a nice smooth transition from white to blue. So I'll use it like that. Same thing in here. See, that's without it. This is with it. So there's one where the fade is used. Technically, I could have used one to like fade this up, but I did that in Photoshop before I brought it over. So no on that one. File, open, STOLE. Let's see. I don't remember if there is one on Kiani's stole or not. No, it is not a feature of Silhouette. I created them. You purchase them from my website and then you bring them into Silhouette Studio. So it's not a feature of Silhouette. Yes, all the fonts that are on your PC are on your fonts list in Silhouette. To find the shortcuts, all of this is in Essentials. You're going to go to Help, User Manual, and the very last page is a printout. It's a page of the shortcuts, and you can print that out to practice your shortcuts. All right, so let's see. I don't remember if I used any fades on this or not. Let's see. Ungroup. Okay, so yeah, this does not. Only fade is this one right here. Other than that, there are no fades on this one. I think her stole has it though. Why? Okay, there is her stole. Oh, her stole. Oh, there it is. So I wanted this to be a softer transition. So I used the ungroup. The back is black, but I use the, oh, actually the whole thing is a fade bar. So that black section is actually a fade bar to create that, like that look like it is blurred off. So actually this whole thing was made up of fade bars. So there's one. I don't know. It's like you just use it for colors and to, it's a bunch of different ways it can be used. Let me see. File. I'll show you all the different colors. File, open. Let's go fade. So with the new version of 4.4, it will do an automatic PNG trace. So if you just open up all of those fades, it's going to cut it off. So it's going to do it like it's a trace. It's going to be like a solid line. This is why I have one that has all of the fade bars and a silhouette file. You click on that, and that's going to open up a silhouette file. It's been saved in a version where they'll stay like fades. If you don't do that and you open it, just open up the one that is like an actual PNG and you're using 4.4 and you have the PNG trace on, it's just going to look like a big old blob. You must open up the silhouette version and then copy and paste your fades. So all of them are here. I'm just going to use them right here. So it's another way to create like gradients and things. So I'm just going to put that one there, and let's just take this one. I'm going to duplicate this in front, remove the color, hold down shift, select, and crop. If I want to add another one to the top here. I'm going to send that to the back. Duplicate in front. Remove the color. Hold down Shift. Select the back. And crop. So it creates a much better transition for gradients. Like if I were to try and create this gradient, I'm just going to send this to the back right now. Pull this over here. Send this to the back. Let's go and make these colors. So let's say I go there. I'm going to add this. We're going to make this one the blue, this one the yellow, this one the pink. And why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? All right, and let's turn this 90. See the difference in how that looks if I were to let Silhouette do it? Now I can go in and maybe add another one, and then I can spread it out. Oh, come on. Add another one. I'm going to push this way, push this way, but it's not as smooth of a transition from one color to the next. So as I push this back, see, it gives me more of a sharper line. So I like them for softer fades. You can use the gradient tool, but you'll end up with a harsh cutoff. See, it's not as smooth. So yeah, in my memorial class, they get the white one. I show them like how to use that one for like, especially like on top of clouds and stuff. So I use it for a lot of different things. And I'm always creating different colors and adding to it, because before these were the original colors and now we have like all of these. So I'm always adding new colors to it. And there is the direct link. Oh, there she goes. All right, cool beans. Let's see. I answered this one. And if you just have general questions as you're like watching them, there is a discussion one on there, but you can always go to any of my groups or like come on a live video and ask a question, because it's just general knowledge of it. Now, if it is a specific, like it all depends. Like, let's say like if you take the graduation stole class and you have like one question about that, you're going to post and you're trying to figure out something from it, I'll answer it. So for the most part, I don't have like an exclusive group for if you've taken any of my classes. Only one that has that are those who are in my program for masters and bachelors. And then we have an exclusive group, but we just take like a regular class a la carte. You can just post in the group. You are welcome. And I'm going to try and go in on the back end on this side. Well, the front end, should I say. Just so you can see what the site will look like and what you're looking for when you go on the site. So this is the homepage of my Academy site. And what you're going to go to is my dashboard. So my dashboard, and that's where all the classes that you have purchased, you're going to see them under your dashboard. And that's where you'll access the playbacks. What's the difference in the stole classes? One is, let's see if Silhouette Studio will let me open it up. So in one, it literally goes like it says, basic to intermediate. Well, basic to advanced. So in the basic one, it's just showing you how to do designs with basic text. So I'm going to go open stole. Oh, wait, not PNG fade mask. Let's go here. And I think I put, let me see if I go level 1. Yeah. So in that class, we did like basic text. And so you learn how just to like rotate it, add shadows, still add backgrounds to it. At some point here, there we go. So level 1 is keeping it very, very simple. You can still have great effective stoles with just text. So all we go over is text, a little offsetting, adding colors, doing text to path. That's level 1. Level 2 is a little bit of like adding pictures, but not like too crazy. So we do add a few pictures using like, you'll use like the fade bars. Let's see. Well, you kind of saw it. That one that was the FAMU one was the level 2 one. So a couple backgrounds. So this is level 2 designing. I don't even know. Ungroup. I guess I never saved the one from like the actual class, but like we go through this. As you can see, like it's a little bit of text effects. So we take text a little bit higher and you'll learn and you'll see like me using, this has a fade bar on it. It's a black fade bar on it. There is an offset on this one. Then there's another offset. Then there's a shadow on it. This green one, this orange one is a fade bar. So you have like a green background. I think the transparency was taken down on it so that you can see where it almost looks like stone. And then you have the orange on top. And then I show you how to go to, what's the people call? Remove.bg and create, like take your background out. And I think on that one, I show you how to do the fade with a website. So that's where you get that fade from. And then just tips on aligning things, techniques on how to not have, that is my biggest pet peeve. I cannot stand to see when people do the designs and like, it's like just somebody just sitting in the middle like this. Like, dude, either put this person to the bottom and cut off the legs or put something there, but don't just have their legs like it's just sitting in the middle of something. That drives me absolutely insane. And then we did like here some more offsetting. So I teach you a bunch of different techniques that are a little bit more advanced than just text. So we're adding a few pictures, but still keeping it fairly simple, right? And then advanced, oh, I go absolutely bonkers. Let's see. Level 3. No, you cannot use your rewards points with discounts because your rewards points gives you a discount code. Let's see. So we went over a couple we went over a couple of different like techniques. So like up here, because yeah, I did show it because I showed the program where like the difference in it fading. So there is an app, there's a website where you can kind of fade the bottoms. And so you can kind of blend that like that. So I kind of showed just in that part, it was just showing techniques. And then I showed how to put this particular one together. And this is made up of, there's a white fade, there's a black fade, there is a glitter background, and then adding text, changing text and adding shadows and stuff. Over here, showing just arrangement. Seriously, I knew I was going to do that. But you kind of get the idea. So I showed like how to make them look like they're sitting on stuff, how to arrange it to hide stuff in the background. The one for the boy, it was like turning it sideways, adding shadows, how to create like separations and like different. My designs are always totally different than anything you're ever going to like see most people do. Like the way I think. I feel like a lot of people's stoles kind of look the same. My stoles don't look like anybody else's. I can guarantee you that. So for me, when you come to my classes, I more so like I'm teaching you the program, but that's why I say like take essentials, take bachelors. That's where you can learn the program and how tools work. When most people say they come to my classes, they like to see how I design, like how my brain works. So I'm always trying to give you a lot of different variations, and it's not sometimes like follow for follow, because if I do that and I'm waiting, if you don't know how to use Silhouette Studio and I'm waiting for you to like click here, find this, find that, either the class is going to be 30 hours long or you're not going to get very many like examples. So I kind of go through and I explain what it is that I'm doing. You'll have to go in and use some of the, like, it's more so to teach you techniques for designing, because some folk just do like, I don't know how to explain it, but so my main goal is to teach you like techniques. So like on this one, I was showing one of the things I've never really seen people do as far as like using words and creating bars across, basically doing color blocking in this. So I end up putting there, the Bahamian flag. Then there was a picture. If it's like one where you're not going to do a remove background, so it's just like a solid picture of them, you can still put those. Most people don't put those on their stoles, but you can still use it. So I was explaining how you can use that, like up here. See, it's a sharp cutoff. Like between here and here will be a sharp cutoff, but this is black. So this is where we use the fade, and we kind of just put that right there. So now that gives that a smoother transition from the black onto this one. So that is a sharp. This is just filled in with black. And then that's where the fade comes in at. Ones down here, like how to, if it is cut off, just bring it to the bottom and let it fall off the edge so that it doesn't look all weird. This right here, I think, has fades here to create like the you did it. I teach about techniques for how to create depth, how to bring life to your designs. So like on this one, there is a fade bar. See, look at the difference there. This is without the fade. That's with the fade. So it's almost like the you did it is in the foreground and his name is to the back. So I show techniques like that. How to get this look to where it looks 3D and it stands out. So that's kind of what my classes are. It really is to teach you designs. No, they don't build on each other. So as you can see, they're all different designs. They don't build on each other. The text effects class is, let's go, file, open. So I will also tell you, when it comes to text effects class, I didn't know with Thinkific when I was recording it, my face and everybody's picture was blocking it on like the first day. So there are videos. So once I realized that, when I'm teaching it, you're not going to necessarily see it, but watch it and listen to it and take notes on what I am saying. And then there are bonus videos where I end up recording it by myself and I showed you exactly what I was doing when it was blocking it. So I'm going to let you, forewarning, day one, it was blocking it. I did not know that that's why I stopped saving to the cloud, because it will put it there. When I save it to my computer, it doesn't do it. So yes, I know that it's there. Yes, I know it's blocking it. Just listen, take notes, and then the bonus videos is that information without the pictures there. But I literally took you guys through learning how to do all of this. So in text effects, and I know that it's possible to watch it and follow along, because there was someone, she made a pillow. She went through text effects. I would say when you're doing this, don't try to do it like with your own name. Like she literally went and did the exact words, and that was just the name of the font. And she did it and she put it on the pillow just to show that she could do them. But you learn how to do all of this. Like every last one of these things, like these designs that you see here, were done in that text effects class. It was 2 days, 2 or 3 days, 2 days, I think. But we learned about splitting it, like basic simple ones like splitting with the offsetting and creating effects like this, creating 3D effects, creating bubble effects. All of this is done in that class. And this right here is from a fade. Let's see. When using the knife tool, my image didn't cut, but I saw the cut line. If you have, let me see, do I have an image that, let's see, let's go back to her Tumblr. Did you trace and detach? If it was a PNG and it had a transparent background and you did not trace and detach that, you didn't cut all the way through it. And that's why it didn't, that's probably why it looked like that. So let's say, let me see this one. Okay, I traced and detached that one. Okay. Technically, that's not traced and detached. She's traced and detached. Okay, I traced and detached all of these. All right, so I'm going to just put a box around this one, and I'm going to weld it back. All right. Okay, there we go. But now I'm going to trace and detach this one. I'm going to take out this part of her arm. Okay. Without any lines on it, these look like they are the exact same image, right? But let's say I want to cut this off right here. I'm going to go to my knife tool and I'm going to cut it off right there. Boom, that comes off, right? So now if I go through here and I just kind of come right here and I go like this, it doesn't separate. Why? Because the edge of this is actually way over here. So I'm going to put a line color on both of these. So see, the line color goes all around her. Here, it comes all the way out to the edge. So you have to cut through that whole thing. So if you're not going to do a trace and detach, you go to the knife tool. You have to start way out here and cut it off. And now it's separated. Okay. So that's the difference in why it won't cut all the way through. I saw one. Do you like pigment ink better than sublimation? There is no liking one better than the other because pigment ink and sublimation ink serve two totally different purposes. When I'm doing things like graduation fans, memorial fans, stickers, labels, cutouts, I'm never going to use sublimation for this. I would use pigment ink for this. Pigment ink is just regular ink. Now, when it comes to shirts, there are times where I rather use my pigment ink and print to Jet Pro 3G. Versus sublimation and going to glitter or easy sub because that's then Jet Pro 3G. So for shirts and having to cut out, I'm going to use that all day, every day. But for this, I use pigment ink. So it's not a comparison as far as one being better than the other. Two different purposes. This is a shirt with transfers for whites. So this is pigment ink. This I wouldn't do this with sublimation. I wouldn't do this with sublimation. So I just did this one. It's just pigment ink. Let's see. Which other one did I miss? Does the printer and computer have to be in the same room as the router? No. Our router is way over yonder, and my 3 printers are in here. My computer's in here, and the Wi-Fi router is way over yonder. I love this design. We got so many compliments when we went to what's this place called? Animal Kingdom. And they were asking us, did we get it from the Disney store? Nope. I made it myself. Because it was like our first in here. So yeah, we got so many compliments on this design. So pigment ink printers are pigment ink. The workforce printers, the 7820, 7840, but you're going to have to constantly buy the chips. It's the same printer that you would use for sublimation. That one is a pigment ink. Or if you want to spend a little bit more, you can get the Eco Tank version, and that's the 16600, and the 16650. They are over $1,000. Both of them are over $1,000, and that is an actual pigment ink printer from Epson. Canon now has a new one that is pigment ink. I forget the name of it, but I have never used a Canon one. I've only ever used Epson's, and I use a 7720, which is why I have two extras, I think. I have a 7720 and a 7710, a 7210 that I keep as backup because, baby, with the sublimation of pigment ink, I need more than one printer. I used to have two pigment ink printers. Before I got into sublimation, both of my printers were pigment ink because I did that much printing. Obituaries, fans, print and cuts, chip bags, stickers, labels, all of that stuff. So I went through a lot of pigment ink. That is my preferred thing over sublimation. I got into sublimation because Ebony pushed me into sublimation. I now sell sublimation ink because I'm just bomb.com like that. And I became one of the go-tos and very knowledgeable on it. And when the pandemic hit, opportunity presented itself. So I sell sublimation ink and paper, but that's not my favorite thing. I sell it out of necessity to cover our bills and whatnots. But I am a pigment ink girl and vinyl girl all day, every day. All right, it is 11 o'clock. I said I would be on until 11 because this 40-year-old lady wants to be an old lady and go lay down. INKcredible evening. Welcome, welcome. We are wrapping up here, but you're more than welcome to watch the playback of this video, of this live. So before we leave, don't forget that all of my classes are on sale, and you got like a little bit of time left. 11:59 p.m. All the classes are $22.22 off. With the code 22222 on the shop site. Don't go to the Academy site, but you will receive an email. If you've never taken a class on my Academy site, check your spam, check your promotions. Trust me, the email is sent to you. Just have to kind of look for it because it might go to spams or promotions. And there's going to be one that's going to say Silaholics Anonymous Academy. Don't ask me why it still hasn't switched to the new name, 365 Creative Academy, but it's going to say Silaholics Anonymous Academy. It's going to be your express log in. You have to set your password up through that login. If you go straight to the Academy site and try and recreate one, it's going to tell you already have a password, you already have an account. If you try and reset the password, you're never going to receive the email because you have to go through the express login one first and set your password. So you have to do that. Look for that email and it will come to you. And certain ones, you might get a third email. I forget which ones from my email marketing. But for the most part, you get that one. And then after that, you won't have to worry about going to find that one. Whenever you sign up for a class and you have an Academy one, it won't send you another email. You just know to go to the Academy and look at your dashboard and it will be there. Do I have a silhouette class for Rhinestones? No, I do not. I've done live videos for it because the main part of it, you have to first know how to trace. Before you can even get to the rhinestone part, you got to understand tracing. So if you take a tracing class, all you got to do is just go to rhinestone and just hit it. Hit apply the rhinestones. So tracing class is first and then rhinestones. You are very welcome. And I think I saw that one too. Thank you. You are very welcome. You are welcome. But I just did a video like not too long ago, and I vectorized some red bottoms, and then I just applied the rhinestone. I'm not a big fan of the rhinestone tool. I mean, it's too spacey for me. Now, if you really want to like kind of get decent ones in silhouette, it takes a little bit more work. So I created some really intricate ones in there and be able to do like line designs. If you have a line text, it's a lot easier for text and creating like text designs. But if not, you end up having a thicker font. The stones look all scattered and look all weird. And then there's also some glitches to where you have to like make certain things a compound path first. Like, it drives me nuts. So I have never done like a dedicated class for it. I probably can move some things around just to show basics, because once you go tracing, you can somewhat do rhinestones. But I have maybe like on my YouTube channel, maybe 3 rhinestone videos. Yeah. It's not that great. Like, I mean, so I can literally show you like a quick one right now. You're not going to be able to like turn things like this. So let's say I'm going to take this grad, right? Let's come over here. So anything that is text, you can make it a rhinestone design because it's already vectorized. So any of this, let's see, does this have, yeah, that has a line on it. So we take that off, make that 0. So we typed it out. You have it. Let's just take this off. You're going to go to the rhinestone tool. And you're going to either go around the edge. Size matters. For something like this, you're using 10SS, you're not going to see the details. You go to 6, you see it somewhat. But as you increase it, now you'll start to see the details in it. And that's 8, and we still don't really fully see the letters. Some things you're just going to have to go really, really big. Some people say they want to learn rhinestones, but it's like, well, how can I make this small but look good? You can't. And so that's where a lot of people feel like they're missing, they're missing something when it comes to learning rhinestones, because they're trying to make it do something that is just not going to do. There's no way to make this with like a 10SS or 6 when it's that small to look like a G if it's just going around the edge. You're going to have to make it a line design, like a line font, in order to do that. So if we go and we can fill it in radial. Now this one shows up a little bit better if you're doing it like a fill, like that's actually a linear fill. So see, even at 6, you're not going to see it. So if you're going 5 across like that, not going to really be able to see that. It's going to take for it to be much larger in order for you to see it. Radial is like that. So let's say you want to do, let's see, let's see, who would I want to do? PJ mask clip art. I'm trying to see, do they have any that is a line art? So something like, you know, I know some people were doing like sublimation, and then they were trying to put the rhinestones on top. I'm not say trying, but they put the rhinestones on top. Hold on. It's frozen. So the reason why I say you have to know about tracing. So let's say something like this, and you wanted to put rhinestones on it. You're going to have to do a regular trace and detach to just kind of have the outline. Then you're going to have to use your edit points to manually trace out. So let's say you wanted rhinestones to be here on her, like the wing, her wings part. you would have to create that shape by manually tracing it and creating it with edit points so that you can then fill it with stones. So something like this, you can't just trace it and get sections. But let's say you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know if there's a lot of PJ Masks stuff that has line art. I mean that does, but it's really thin. Shimmy that might be a good one. Let me see. Who else can I use? Who else can I use? Oh, let's see. Mario Princess. What's her name? Princess. Is that princess name on Mario? Princess Peach. There we go. Princess Peach clip art. All right. So this has some good lines to it. Oh, I like this one. So let's just take this one. We're going to copy it. We're going to bring this over yonder. Paste. First part of this is always tracing. So, and this is a bad image, but we're going to still use it. First step is going to be to trace and detach this. So it's going to pick up on the black. Don't have to do anything else to it. You're going to trace and detach. Then you want to fill in certain areas. We're going to do a regular trace. Again, let it pick up on the black. And we're going to do a regular trace. On that trace, I like to fill it with color. And then you're going to release compound path. I then like to take my transparency down so I can see through it. If you want the outline, you can't really do it like this to get the outline of it. So let's just bypass that, right? I'm actually going to change this to a different color so we can actually see. Okay, blue. So like her hair, it looks blue, but I can easily make that like the yellow and then go to Rhinestones and fill that in. Let's take our transparency back up on it. I'm going to make it pink just so you can see where they are. Doesn't really matter what color you put here because you're going to use stones. But then it's like little things like knowing when to do internal offset so it doesn't overlap. So there's a difference between this and so I'm gonna turn this back and I'm gonna do an internals. That's what you have to. I say when people say want to learn rhinestones, you gotta first want to learn the program first. It's not like a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, to learn stones without learning the program first. For me, in my personal opinion. All right, so I'm going to put that one inward just a little bit, apply. I'm going to make that a different color, and we're going to fill that in with stones. So see, it's within the black and not on top of it. So you do an internal to make it smaller so it's not overlapping the black. All right. So that's a little quick one on the rhinestone tool. And of course, if you're not doing her face, you're just going to move those little pieces. Oh, come on. Whichever things you're not stoning, you can always move them out of the way. So that everything is back how it should look. whatever you're not stoning. So yeah, it's a little something something. Yeah, so that's actually your best. That's for that. Learning to do it in Silhouette Studio is not going, like, I mean, it's not great at all. When you have the fonts, they've done that in either Shortcuts a lot, the Rhinestone Wizard, and it operates a different, like how it kind of does fonts. So fonts, rhinestone fonts are the best thing for creating designs that you want to be rhinestones. Trust me. Silhouette Studio is going to frustrate you. Use the fonts to type out things. Now, if you want to go and, like I said, something like this, or if you want to go and turn like a shape, a basketball into a rhinestone, yes. But for text, I highly recommend using rhinestone fonts. Yes, some of them can be quite pricey, but the way that they're set up, you're not going to be able to do it that cleanly in Silhouette Studio. You are welcome. Yes, mixing HTV and or sublimation with stones is what I want to learn. So right now, for that level of tracing, like I said, I give you a lot of free videos. If you would like to take a class with me, I do have some that are coming up that's going to focus on tracing. I have my 30-day challenge. Then we're going to have some dedicated classes for like really mastering text, mastering tracing. Either do those or wait until my bachelor's program opens back up, because we do tracing every single month. So, yep, it's truly been frustrating. Yeah, it's doing fonts is not fun, because for the ones that you buy as rhinestone fonts, it's like having when they're doing that, they're doing oh gosh, line tools, not line tools, line fonts. So like let's say like with this one, if I wanted this to be a line of this, I'm going to double click. Let's see, where should I cut this off at? We're going to cut it off here. And let's say like here. No, wait, let's go here, here, and here. Break path. Release compound path. I meant to make this go down, so I'm just going to go like that. And so this now becomes, which, let's delete point. So it's still collegiate, but this one would end up being like this, which I could probably fix this up a little bit more where it looks more like the G. But then if you fill it in, it's like that. But a lot of times people just want to see the letter. So you have to create it as a line and then apply it, which I probably could have made this a little bit better to look more like the actual G, but kind of get the idea. So it's a lot to it. You got to learn the program first. Other programs are more expensive, but it makes doing rhinestone designs much easier. For Silhouette, you really have to learn the program and have a good understanding of it first. You're very welcome. All righty. So I am out of here, guys. It is way past my late in the bed, and talk to y'all via. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. She did such a great job. It's made with, I I believe she subbed this. Yeah, because her daughter's name is on it. Ooh, that Honestly Speaking paper chat. She's making her daughter a bomber jacket with that Honestly Speaking paper, baby. Yes, look at them colors. They on and popping. Oh, she did such a good job. Oh my gosh. I love it. But yeah, so oh wow, that's so awesome. That's so freaking awesome. That's nice. Anywho, all right, y'all. I'm out of here because I want to go lay. I want to go lay down. But if y'all got questions in the group, I'll answer them. I just need to be able to lay down because my knee's starting to hurt now, sitting in this chair for all this time. So I'm about to go and lay down. Oh, I left my heat press on. Almost forgot about that. All right, y'all. Until next time. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a post to remind you guys about designbundles.net, but I will not be doing a review. I'll talk about it while I'm on the other one, but tomorrow we're gonna switch it up and I'm gonna show you guys some hidden gems in Creative Fabrica. Fabrica, if you want to call it that, whichever way you say it, it's that CF website. So I'm going to show you guys some things in there that you probably did not know they had on the site and how you can use them in designs. Interrupting my live, you rude. And it wasn't even an Amber Alert. But I'm going to show some hidden gems in there, some overlays. People always ask me how to use overlays. So tomorrow, instead of doing the design bundles at 12, I'm going to be on. I will mention the design bundles. You guys can go over there. I'm not doing a review, but I am going to show you guys how to do some things over in Silhouette using overlays from Creative Fabrica. So be sure to come back tomorrow. 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Actually, I'll probably go live around like 11:45-ish, 11:50-ish. So I can remind y'all about design bundles, but I'm not doing a review of the design bundles stuff. I'm going to do Creative Fabrica. All right. And if you're in bachelors, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will upload the files, the Wings and the Whitney file tomorrow. And masters, yours will be uploaded probably tomorrow as well. For masters, we got to start on time for masters on Friday because I have to do Battle of the Blades and kick Gucci Craft's butt. So we have to start on time so that I can get a breather before I have to go and demolish that Cricut user. Okay. Don't tell her I said that, y'all. But yeah, so if you're in masters, we're going to start on time. I might even make it to where I'll be on at like 6:50 and then like literally open the room at 7 so we can get through it and get off so I can beat up on that Cricut user, man. I don't mean like that. Facebook, don't block me, don't put me in jail. I would not be well, actually I got YouTube, they put me in jail, but still. Don't put me in jail. I don't mean beat up like that. You know, Facebook be kind of sensitive. So yeah. But 25th over on Gucci Crafts. Go follow her. Go like it. Go follow. That way you get the notification either on YouTube, on her page. Although, you know, she is her Friday Night Live. So we do it over there. But we got to do that on. See, I think that's a little bias. The Battle of the Blades is on the channel and the platform for the Cricut user. See, that's a little biased. If you're a Cameo user, show up and show out because see, she on that, you know, she a Cricut user. It's on her night. So she gonna bring all the little cricketers, you know, the little cripple cuts out. And we got to show up and show out for Team Cameo. We doing a little contest for shirt designs. Y'all know I'm gonna come with that. Ooh, I already got my design in my. Ooh, can't wait to show y'all my shirt. So yeah, I deleted them. That stupid name. Yeah, I deleted them. But yes. Nah, I'm not taking it easy at all. Nope. 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 I'm not taking it easy at all. I'm ready to. It's gonna be on and pop. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have. Last time it was a blast. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.